and welcome to Benchmonster TV. I'm running solo so far. Ashely is running late. It's good to be back. Had COVID last week, caught it Friday on speed bench, and so did Jacob, my training partner. And we thought it was just a common cold, but when Jacob tested positive for COVID, went to Walmart, got the COVID test kit. Sure, lo and behold, I had it. So spent a lot of time down here in the man cave and away from Ashely. She didn't contract it. I was spraying Lysol and everything I touched in the kitchen, and I made it through. Last Friday, I tested negative. So lost about 10 pounds. What else? Still hard to breathe. Speed bench might be a problem tomorrow. Get winded really easy. Lungs are still hit. Very concerned about the rest of the organs in my body. I still want to go get a complete blood culture, see how the kidneys and liver are doing, because I know that stuff causes damage to everything in there. So I got to take care of my health. I'm not a young man anymore. I had COVID before. I don't know, what was it, 2 years ago? I was working at a pretty cool place. I was a sales associate for an online medical company. I won't say the name, give them credit or anything, but contracted it there by an individual who whispered in our ears that he had COVID, and they sent him home. I didn't get COVID at that time, but they brought him back 5 days later, and he sat right behind me, and lo and behold, the next day I had COVID. Threatened to kill some people at that place for letting him come back, and of course I got fired. So, but I had a good time working there. We sold peptides and erectile dysfunction medicine, like Trimix and Cialis and Viagra, and it was fun to talk to 30, 40, 50, 60, 70-year-old men with impotence problems and their sex story. It was a wild ride. It was a fun job for that time. But I am back, COVID-free. Throat's a little raspy, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm ready. I was back in the gym Tuesday night, came in with a game plan of just going to 700. Of course, that's not me. You got to go heavier than that. So we'll see that later in the max effort workout. We have 2 max effort workouts this week. Of course, I had the COVID on Friday. I came in Tuesday, and I was going to wear a mask. I didn't know I had COVID. I was just sick, and I was going to hand off for Hines. But when I walked in, I could barely talk, and Hines turned around and said, "Give me your camera and go home." And that's when I tested positive. And it's been house arrest, stir crazy, staying home and not going out and doing anything. It, for 7 days, was kind of boring. But I did a lot of YouTube searching, saw some cool videos, got more than enough to show tonight. So I don't know where Copilot is. Says she's running late. So I guess I got to start the show here. What else is going on? Just happy to be back. Thought I was going to miss Christmas, but Friday tested negative, so I got to have Christmas dinner, Christmas Day. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas also. As we wind into the end of the year, this Saturday, we will go into 2023. That's scary. But what do? Okay, let's move into some videos. Got quite a bit of them, and they all take backings too. Something weird with the way people shoot videos. I can't get it by 180 by 1080 by 6, whatever. But we're going to start out with my good friend and nemesis, Scott Mendelson. Somebody sent me an Instagram video. I don't know when this was taken, but he did 2 lifts, I think a 9-something, and then he did a 1068 off a 2-board. And that's the one I want to show tonight, because Mindy's 4 years older than me, and he's still hitting it, man. So it's inspiring to see us. I guess we're old timers now. This isn't gray either. This is like No Shave Thursday, but in the mirror, it's actually black. On camera, I look like fucking Santa Claus. I'm pissed. I should have shaved. Okay, let's start out with Mindy. I want to see some 1068 right here. I'm going to put up an image. I'm going to shoot Mindy here. I'm really impressed with Mindy's form and this 3-man handoff, how they set him out in his line. I need to teach my crew that that's where the bar needs to be for me out there. Even if I fight it, you got to get it out in that line. That looked good. Wearing the Mindy shirt. Seems to be working for him. I was impressed with that lift. That was inspiring. I watched it probably 20 times, and it never gets old. Mindy's a badass, man. And we go way back, as we all know. Let's see, what's up next? Jeff Holstead hitting a 470 to a 2-board in an F8 2-ply 54 years young man. Handing off to him is John Ropo. And let's check out Jeff Holstead hitting 470 right here. Do I need a backing? Oh, God, I do. All right, Jeff, where you at? Hitting it hard, man. Handoff guy is everything, that's for sure. Using the bench blocks. And a lot more in the tank, Jeff. Nice lift. A lot of these videos are sent to me to my email, and I appreciate it. That's what keeps the show going. We showcase lifters here, and Olympic lifting, and a lot of everything here. Okay, here's we're going to watch a few minutes of Drew Howard, some of his best benches done at age 22 and 23 years old. I think I need a backing. Let's check out Drew here real quick. These are just clips he sent me. I tried to center it so we can see the numbers. Drew's came a long way. Seems like every week he's going up 20 pounds, just like I did back in the day. Now every week if I don't lift, I go down 20 pounds. It's weird. Wish I was young again. Strong right there. He's going to hit 600 soon. I'm impressed because every week he would send me a video. He goes up in weight. He's training hard, putting 110% in. He's not half-assing anything. Have to ask him how he trains. Repetition work, singles, triples, bench 2 times a week. Break it down for me, Drew. Oh, that's it? I thought that was like a minute long. Wow. Sorry. All right, 1 rep max. Excuse me. Couldn't be here tonight. He is deep in the heart of Mexico, I think somewhere where there is no internet connectivity, but interesting lift here for 1 rep. He did a contest, WRPF contest, wore the Mindy shirt. I got to read it word for word here so we understand what's going on. He does a 1 rep max contest lift of 495-ish, he said. He said he hit the rack and got red lighted, but was no rule in the WRPF about that, so technically a good lift. I don't know if they overturned it or what happened, but he apparently hit the uprights and he avoided the lift. So, but I guess in the rule book, there is no rule about that. I don't know if they overturned it or he just credited himself with the lift. I'm not sure. Good form, good shirt, start command, nice and low. I told him he's good in that shirt, man. Just got to train in it more. Good job, 1 rep. I know you're not here tonight, but proud of you, son.
Yep, he warned me that he wasn't going to be here tonight.
Oh,
My
partner in crime is here. I better scoot over.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody.
She's here.
Yep, 1 rep texted me earlier today saying he was in
I got that text too.
Somewhere where he's at a ranch in bumfuck nowhere where he has no reception. So he warned he would not be here tonight.
Well, hopefully you can watch the show later.
He said to wish everybody happy birthday.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy birthday. So.
Okay, let's check out Cody Plum here real quick. Cody Plum is, came a long way since February this year when we were doing, 900 on the 2-board, 3-board. 3-board. Because he went 800 on 3-board in a band shirt and put it up like nothing.
Was it a 3-board?
It was a 3-board. And he went 900, but... And I got the video on my computer here on the desktop, and I've watched it once. I don't know why it's still there.
I can't watch it.
I was spotting on the side where it happened, and when he took out the weight, first thing he did was like torqued his elbows in, and his forearms were back. And then the weight was coming down like this, forearms angled back, and the fucking sound it made is still gut-wrenching horrible. But you know what? He got 13 screws and 2 plates, and that guy made a comeback this year.
He did. He's doing amazing.
Doing amazing, and he's doing 625 to a 2-board here.
Take him down. He's just been training.
I'm proud of you.
We're super proud.
He's done a little bit where it irritated the arm, like floor pressing. I told him, don't do that shit. But I think he's going to compete in March, I believe. He's hungry.
He is, always.
He'll do a meet regardless. He's a badass.
Hell yeah.
Wish you lived closer, dude.
I know.
Next up is Joel Hicks. 495 at his APA contest, but rolled 515 on his ribs and fractured 2 of them. I didn't include that video, but it looked exactly like my 1080 the day I tried 1105. It came down 2 inches from touching, and then it rolls out and it goes into that area. Lucky it missed my ribs, but what it did to me, I couldn't poop for 6 days. I was kind of scared. I had a ruptured intestine, or I was freaked out. No, let's not talk about that. Okay, we're going to check out Joel Hicks's 495 contest lift. Do I need a backing? I don't think I do. At the APA, I compete in the APA. Good control, nice and low. Push that up straight, spread the bar. Nice. Good job, Joel. Shit. Getting out there killing it. Way to go, dude. This I saw when I was down here perusing the internet for days on end with COVID. This impressed me. I saw this guy with 585 on his back. He does some weird things. I think he did the 405 sit-up. But I was like, there's no way when he sits on the bench. Well, you just have to watch. I was like, there's no way this guy can do 6 plates on the bench. But let's check it out. I got to put a backing up, it looks like. So first he's going to squat it. He's a tall cat. He looks like he's about 6'5". So squats it. I don't see any bench bands under that black top. And I'm like, okay, he's just going to sit down. That's going to be the video. He's not going to bench that. Who is this guy? Self-hand. This is a strong man right here. I'm like, I thought that was it. And then when he sat under it, I was like, no way. No way. That's an impressive freaking bench.
Holy crap.
There's no way.
No handoff.
No handoff. Close grip, long-armed, tall guy.
Yeah, tall.
There's no way. No way. No way. Fuck, man.
Wow.
I don't know who this guy is, but oh, no, not 2. That's cool. I thought that was really cool. Benched it. Like, wow. I can't squat or bench that right now. So,
Well, you
fuck.
can bench that.
Well, not raw.
Yeah, you can.
Not right now. I don't know, man. I'm just every time I want to take a step forward, life pulls me back. Don't know why. Okay. What?
After being sick.
Sick, yeah. Okay, next up. This was an interesting fella. Spencer Mather. Yes, Mather. 1,003 bench. Number 4 all-time drug-free and 20th man to bench 1,000. So apparently there's been 20 men on this earth now that have done a 1,000-pound bench.
How many were there when you were doing it?
Back in 2007, when I was doing it, there were 3 men on this earth. Now there's 20. So
How many of them are in banded shirts?
all of them are in banded
17?
shirts, except Kolb. He can do it in a regular shirt.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the way it was, man. 20 and growing. So let's check out Spencer doing. He's a big man too. Let's check out him doing 1,003 right here. Got a band shirt on. It's a Titan singlet. And the drug-free stuff is all in his writing. I wrote it down word for word from his description. Never heard of this man, but welcome to the 1,000-pound bench club. I don't know what federation this was. Hands on the bar on the way down. It's not too good. I don't know where the...
Staying close.
Staying close? Okay.
You
Oh,
of all people shouldn't be criticizing that.
well, it's happened to me before. Okay, well, he did 1,003
I'm just
Impressive.
saying, always have your hands on the bar.
in training, especially. Heinz almost... Oh, wait. What's going on here?
Yeah,
Heinz almost killed himself the other night with
I know it's important.
800. So if I didn't have my hands on the bar, it was going to be... He was going to guillotine.
I know.
Okay, Tyler Butcher. We've had him on the show before, a lot of his videos. He's hitting 1,005 in training. Sounds like he's getting ready to do a contest, and believe me, he's ready. He's got the band shirt down. Impeccable form here. Great handoff, completely locked out. Load the shirt with the elbows out there. Hit the high part of the upper abdomen if you can. And then straight, look at that. Good job, dude.
Strong.
So is he going to do a multiply meet? Because he's the guy with the single ply record, right? We hit 1,400 or something? Squat?
I think so.
Yeah. Good job, Tyler. A little flashback video here. I thought this was kind of cool. BJ Dirk. We'll see him in Max Effort Night. He came back
saw
And
that.
yeah, BJ Dirk's back in the house. He's he had a dislocated rib from benching, and you had to get that taken care of. It's gone now. Hope it doesn't show its ugly face again. But let's check out BJ. Where's he at? This was a good lift. I handed off. This is 1,005 or 1,010. Taking it to a one board. Pretty strong for 252 body weight. But he's got. We talked the other night, and he's got to beat Doug Smithy 1102 at 275. That's a fucking task.
It is.
Okay, I got a squat fail video here. Watched it once. Let's check it out. Watch it quick. The poor lady tries to grab. Oh, I hope she's all right, but she does not look good. I think the bar hit the box.
She might have broke her hand.
Broke her hand probably. Okay. I don't like to show those, but that was just one, that I thought I wanted to show. Kind of scary when you're spotting like that and you go down with the weight.
Yeah, I mean,
You break fingers and stuff.
If it's not a weight that you're pretty sure you can keep.
You see that a lot in gyms, though. People trying to do glory lifts and show off.
Well, yeah,
I did it back in the
I've had
day.
a girl would dump the weight on me, and I'm like, I can't. Remember, you had to come help us get it up because she just dropped from under me. I'm like, you got to stay with it. You got to stay under it and keep I can guide you up, but I can't.
Well, I'm a pretty good spotter.
And I can't curl it, or I can't.
Right. Spotters are everything,
I
but
can help you move it, but you can't just dump it.
When the bar, free falls, let go, that type of thing, that's scary. But there's just young people, man. Okay, so there was an event called the Olympia, I guess. There was a lot of great lifts at the Olympia in Stan Effordine's area that he had.
The rhino cage.
Rhino cage. There was no cage, but people were there doing some crazy things. I picked quite a few, but I had to break them down. This is some of the ones that impressed me. Justin Supley doing 903 deadlift here. I don't know much about Mr. Supley, but where's he at? We're Justin right here. 903. I think he's coming out with straps, right? No, he's going to come out and deadlift it. 900 deadlift. You don't see that all the time. Not many people on this earth that can do 9 and 1,000. Good lift, too. That man trains hard. Look at that.
Nice. Hold it all day.
He looks like he's about 6'5", 350. There's some big people there. I wish we could have gone to that, but I'd be stuck at home. Johnny Harris here. I don't know when this was done, but it's a 725 bench, and I thought it was kind of cool because I know Johnny Harris usually competes at 275, but let's check out this 725 raw bench of Mr. Johnny Harris. It's impressive. I didn't put that stuff up there that you're reading. It was already on there when I stole the video.
Jesus.
That's crazy,
That's
dude.
nuts.
Crisp lockout. Johnny Harris. Wow. I think he owns the bench at 275. Maybe 308. I don't know. Got Paul Loeffler on here doing a 705 to a one board. It is Viper 2. Let's check out Paul real quick. I've been wearing the Viper 2 myself and the Viper 3 with the Colossus insert in between the green plies. Both are 3-ply shirts. That one is the one that has the most stretch in all my shirts. Viper 2. So much liked that Brian Hines is trying to steal it from me during training and use it, as you'll see in Max Effort 2 tonight. I got that shirt figured out. It took a lot of training in it to figure out where the sleeve needed to be, where my hand needed to be, to get certain weight to get down. Glad Paul's feeling fine. And he's looking strong. He's got strong triceps, man. He also has been doing a little bit of Jimmy Kolb's reverse grip type speed stuff. He had a video of that. I didn't put it on here tonight. Who Ashely squat 1, 2, and 3. Who's that? Okay, you're up. Squat 1. I don't know what this is. I didn't see a bench. I got 3 squats and I tried to put them in order of weight, and I might got it wrong. I don't know. I did the best I could.
I had to squat by myself a couple times last week. So
yeah, I couldn't come spot you because I was sick. So you're on your own, but you did good. Usually I'm right back there, but
I'm pretty. Yeah.
Not today.
I'm usually overly cautious. I like somebody back there because I've just had weird things happen. Yep, it's
a whole different game when you know you're by yourself with that weight.
Yep.
You know you got to get it. It's good to lift with a little fear. Good depth. We can't see, but we know it's there. Okay. Is this the same day? Because it's the same clothes.
Yeah, this might be the same day.
Got the Inzer Super Duper knee sleeves on. Should black out that logo like we used to in the old days. No, we like Inzer.
You like those knee sleeves?
Good knee sleeves.
I think this was the day I got it stuck on my leg, though.
Getting down, keeping that torso upward. Looking good.
Normally I do more reps with it, but...
You would have done more if I was there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's check out here. Squat 3. This seems to be the biggest one of all, but I'm not sure. I watched them, and I thought this was like the heaviest. Without me there. No mirror. That's good. Got to know where you're going depth-wise. Plenty deep. But now I'm back, and I can spot, so there's nothing to worry about. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go to speed bench? We have 2 max effort videos too, so sit around.
Special, but
all right, this
spotter,
is COVID speed bench. This is the day that I contracted COVID, and so did Jacob. Want to watch it? Let's go. Well, as you know, we're training with the slingshot bench band thing. I didn't bring my dark side in. I left it at home. Took out this F8 one out of the truck with 25 other 1,000 bench shirts I have in the back seat. And Dan and I'm using 315 and one chain. And the week before I tried 315 and it kind of wore me out. This felt good. Chains don't accommodate resistance and increase tension when you're going up. That's Jacob. Yeah, he's doing close grip. He's getting ready for raw meat, and then he gets COVID. But he's come back. This was a pretty good workout. I was impressed how the 8 sets of 2 we're doing. I can't find my velocity meter in the truck. I know it's buried back there. I need to clean it out. I'm really getting the use of that band, getting those elbows out. Of course, we go wider, and we pause the last set. That's what I like to do. Try to push with a tremendous force. We're going to see how this is going to go. Jake up here doing some speed bench with a pause. I can't figure out what his thumb's doing on the right hand or left hand. It has a little tweak thing going on. That moved us into incline. Usually a couple sets of 10 or 15 reps, do 2 different grips. I was getting COVID in my mouth and nose and going to hell the next day. Jake up here, same boat as me. You know what I say, you don't miss a workout unless you're dead, in jail, or the hospital, or have COVID, motherfuckers. Don't bring it to the gym. You're wiping out half the team. I don't know who did it. I don't really like this incline. You can't use your legs. It's literally it's right on the ground. It's like a foot.
I think it's hard to get a good.
It's hard. I don't like it. It's a serious abnormal incline. I like Roger Baker's incline when he had it. We ran into Roger Baker at Walmart, and he's doing good.
He's doing good. He lives here.
Wanted to do these from the dead start here extensions. These are kind of tough. Got to do them in on the smooth. Since it's speed day, there was high volume here, probably 8s, 10s, 12s, something like that, multiple sets. Using that Rogue fat pad. Love that thing. Going to put one on our bench too. We're pushing Jake up as hard as he can. He's got to meet in 8 or 6 weeks or something like that in Salt Lake City, I believe. He'll do good. He's back. He's got a little tweak in his shoulder, so we put him on 3-board on max effort, as you'll see, but that little tweak's been there for a while, and it shows its ugly face once in a blue moon. And he didn't get it training with us. He was training at another gym when he tweaked it. Here's Fatso. That's me. About ready to go home and stay home for a fucking week. God, I was feeling good there. 327 body weight. Now I'm 315. I got to take some MK677. If you want to gain weight, take MK677. It works. Wearing the cuffs too. If you're not wearing the cuffs, you're not serious. Incline rolling dumbbells. You do rolling dumbbells, decline, flat, incline. Just volume here. I don't show every rep and set, or we'd be here too long. So teaching Jacob how to really load him down and behind, so he's not pressing and pushing them up, he's extending them up. We're going to make him strong. If we didn't have this little hiccup, I guarantee we'd have put 50 pounds on his bench in 10, 12 weeks. I've done it. And that's raw. Shoulder presses, seated dumbbells. Start light, going for a pump here. It's like a bodybuilding exercise. Reps. We want muscle. But we do go heavier. This is a high volume day, so. I hate getting the weights up. The weights are real light, but I don't want to ask anybody to help me. Getting those up in the air is a pain in the ass. Hammer curl them and all this bullshit. I'm pissed because I want to go heavier, but need somehow to get the dumbbells right here for me where I can start. I don't know how we're going to do that. Max effort. This was when I walked in the gym Tuesday, 4 days after being sick, not knowing I had COVID. And this is, I put on a real cool painter's mask with a little, what is that, little valve thing on the front? I don't know. And I walked in with my camera and I went, I'm here to bench. And Heinz said, give me the camera and go home. And I left. Let's check out what they did while I was gone. Now, I know Heinz misses my handoffs. I know where to set him. So we each have our own handoff person. Dan doesn't hand off to Heinz all the time. I know where to set him. So I was hoping they would not go super heavy and stick to a 5-rep max for the night or something, because it's out of whack without me there and the side 3-man handoff crew. And looks like Dan's got 495 right here. Dan knows how to guide that bar in that shirt. He knows that shirt so well. It's just like fluent. Hits the same. That's a 2-ply F8, I believe. He has a 3-ply also. Looks like Heinz is putting on the triple ply. He's at 600. What is that, Ashley? 6 plates?
How often do you think I do that weight on any of them?
I think it's 605 or 595. I don't know. Something like that.
I don't know.
So we got 3-man here. It's like Larry came over to help. Thank you, Larry.
3 is 374. What's
Heinz going to do? Is he bobbing it? I don't think he can touch that. That shirt takes more weight. We do these a lot as we work up in weight. Just bob it. Dan here in the 2-ply. He's going off of 1 board. He's got the same weight. 600, I believe, give or take.
Who's that holding the board?
That is, who is that? Is that Jacob Oram? I don't know.
So. Did Morgan come down that night?
Morgan, maybe. I don't know. I walked through the door and left. Good lift to a 1 board there. Dan does have a torn rotator cuff, and he's still like a machine benching. He didn't tear his rotator cuff and say, oh, I'm going to go home, come back when it's fixed. No, he's going to train. He's going to compete. Heinz here. This is 715. I know that because that's all the weights we have in red. Like Heinz is going to get a 3-man handoff. I don't know if he touches. I haven't watched this. I put this together, the video so fast together, I didn't really watch the lifts. God damn, he might touch. Look at touch. 1. Good job. 2. Good. Push straight up. Don't push back. Straight up. Not frickin' bad. 715 for 3, full range. That's what we like to see. Looks like Jose here is doing 715 too. He's 250 body weight. I sold him that F8 shirt right there, and he's going to do some great things. 800 or 900 bencher right there. We all know how to adjust the sleeves, get it closer to the elbow for more tension under the shirt, raise it up. We have a 2-finger, 1-finger, and a 3-finger distance with the sleeve. Looks like Dan's going 620 something maybe. I don't know kilos, so don't hate me. Good lift right there, Dan. Shit. Looks like they went over and did some incline close grip, which is fine.
Who that is? What's bugging me?
I think that's the guy that ate the 72-ounce steak, Morgan. I didn't look at who was there. I walked in and I just looked at Hines, and he couldn't hear me through my mask because I was all raspy and had a chipmunk voice. I just gave him the camera and they filmed it. Jose here doing 225. Jose's got a pretty good raw bench too, 440. But he's came a long way in the shirt, man. He doesn't say much, he's quiet. But when he talks, it's important. It's like Hines here moving out to 2 plates. It's all right if you don't go all the way down. Good reps on an incline I don't really like. Oh, gonna pause it down there a little bit, I see. At least they're having fun. Looks like they got the football bar out and they're gonna stick to the incline and do some extensions. Nothing wrong with that. I believe they do some push downs after this. I didn't video that. I think I probably stopped it. I let them pick the tricep exercises sometimes. Always doing it from various angles. See, look where you got to sit when you're tall. All the way to the fucking ground. It's like, I hate that thing.
It's not the greatest.
Love that bar, though. Kind of hard to find those ones.
Did Louis send that one to you?
No, somebody in Las Vegas in 2004 sent that to me. I was sitting in my house, and I heard a thump on the front porch, and it was in a box, and there was a note in there that said, put 1,000 on it and send us a picture. It won't bend, and it didn't bend. Looks like they did some heavy sets here. I'm impressed. Plate 10. Got to build those triceps, man. That's why you see us doing a lot of assistance work. Jose going to do a plate and a 10 too. Good. In on the close grip too. Should be taking it down between his eyes. But that's good enough. They'll get the job done. I want these guys to be strong. That's why they show up and put 110% in, and they don't complain. Nobody says, oh, I want to do that. I don't like to do that. I don't hear that. Looks like they did some reverse push downs. Looks like I did film it. That really hits the medial head inside of the elbow there. We should do some reverse benching, but I'm a little scared to do so because we did it on a speed day and it messed up our max effort day. Front delts took a beating. Looks like there was a few people there.
Yeah. Who's that guy in the green shirt?
Don't know. I'm sure he has a name, but I do not know. Pretty good workout they did. I'm impressed. I think that's it. Yep. All right. Now, Kennelly's back. Max effort 2. Let's roll into that. So right out of the gate, I tried 325, and let me tell you, it felt heavy. I put on this little half shirt there because the weight was really heavy, guys. 7 days off, not eating a whole lot, little down in weight. Jacob's shoulder's hurting, so he's going to work on a 3 board. He likes that bench block. I'm suited up in the half shirt, 600. I'm pissed because I want to get back. It's feeling heavy in my hands. Bad handoff on this one. That's why it's crooked. Jose held on a little too long or something, but we moved on. Hines here, 600, got the half shirt on too, going to a 2 board, doing the same thing I am. I think Heinz is good for 800 plus in a meet. Dan here, 2-ply and 600, going to 2-board. I think we're going to be doing a different max effort movement next week. Probably reverse band floor press or something like that. Or decline. We've been doing a lot of board work. I know I've got emails saying we're doing the same thing over, and we kind of are. And we're in a little rut because we all want to get in our shirts and do boards and lift in our shirts. But we got to break it up a little bit because it can become stagnant when you do it over and over again. The law of accommodation says that. There's my Viper 2. I only brought that shirt in because I thought 715 was high as I was going to go tonight. But I went out and got Viper 3 because I said, fuck it. If I'm here to lift, I don't care. It feels heavy in my hands. Who gives a shit? I'm here to push. Little winded there. Lungs are still kind of hit. Heinz steals my shirt because he likes it. Because it's got a lot of stretch in it. Two, three. Is this the one that comes? One of them comes back. It might be 800. Those are good. Good reps. Because he's using my shirt. Yeah. Dan with 715 and the 3-ply on a 2-board. 3-man handoff looked pretty good. I'm on the right. Heinz on the left. Jose in the middle. A lot of pop in that shirt. Jose going to try 715 to a 2-board. Strong kid, man. Got a lot of grinding power. Got strong triceps. I like it. BJ Dirk. Remember him? Well, he's back. Coming back. He was only supposed to do 315, he said, when he walked through the door. Now he's got 600 on there. I want 800 or whatever that is. 795, 805, whatever it is. I want to take it to a 2-board. I want to feel some weight. Really heavy in the hands tonight after being sick for a week. But I said, fuck it. I want to press. I'm gonna go heavier too. Heinz flips into the 3-ply Fate shirt, 805. 3-board. Not 2-board. Good handoff. Build those sleeves. That's a triple. It's a heavy-duty shirt. Put it up. Good. This one might come back. This is the one we had to catch. Right there. It was dumping back. That was scary. Dan doing 600 in a 2-ply, I believe. Gonna go full range again. He's just getting the groove down, making sure it's like every day on your deathbed you can do it. Torn rotator cuff, still lifts. BJ Dirk and his Fate Widowmaker 2-ply with 650 something. We don't want that rib problem to happen again. Keep him safe. He's strong. He's got to drive an hour and 15 minutes to come train with us. That's dedication. That's heart. That's desire. He'll go a long way. I'm asking for $895. This is kind of where I wanted to go. I thought about $1,000. I got the Viper 3 here with you see the green insert in the middle, kind of like this one, for $800, $900, and $1,000. I just want to see what this feels like. I'm getting a lot of verbal cues from Nate Brandenhorst right now. Squeeze the bar, break the bar, good handoff, hold it solid, build the shirt, and put it up. Not poppy, but I'll fucking take it for being on death row a week before. This lift is hard. I hate it. It's just a little lockout, but it's hard. I don't know why. It's just for longer arm people, it's tough. It's from a dead stop, but I don't know why I'm not good at this. I mean, 405 or something. It's weird. I used to do lockouts with 700. I just think it's tough. Those are 100-pound plates there. So 225. What's he got? 425. This was tough right here. This was, you had to grind this shit out. Almost need your mouthpiece. It's a long push for a tall guy. Here's short arms. See, that's a lot easier. He's moving at 3 inches. Told him to bring his grip in, work on his tricep strength here. That last little bit on a press is right there. I need to do that right there. We need to raise those up. No soft locks. Never had that issue, but it's good to train that position. This was picked by Jose here because he saw Julius Maddox do it. So you know what? Let's do it. Just on the incline, bringing hands in on the smooth. This incline comes down at an angle, doesn't come straight down, comes back at your face as you come down. I figure you guys want to see the weight, so I'm going full range here. Probably should push it up a little bit more. I'm not soft locking it, looks like. God darn it. My face is red and I'm out of breath. Got the football bar out on the flat bench now. So we start with a plate. This is a good one here because we go plate and a quarter and it kills people because you got to come down and touch that middle of that bar to your head. All the full range of motion here. Watch me. Down, hits my head. Down, hits my head. Down. Not cutting them short. Full range of motion. Should lock it out a little bit more. Looks like I'm soft locking again. I'll fix that next time. I'm winded. I had to lean on things in between. My lungs are still a little shot, man. Hines here with 135. A little lower. I'm gonna get I yell at him somewhere in here to bring it lower. He's got good 3 more inches of distance there. I want to make it hard. And BJ Dirk said, you're not filming me. And I said, oh shit. So I got the video out. Everybody handled one plate, but when plate and a quarter came around, you'll see. Here's me, plate and a quarter, down to the head. Down to the head, 2, 3, 4. I'm out of breath right here. That's why I stop. Lungs are fucking COVID still fucked up. Here's Hines. He's going to do it, but I yell at him. I said, bring it to your head. Bring it lower. Bring it to your head. Here he goes. Oh, no, doesn't go. That's because you don't train that area. BJ wanted some. No, not today. And that was the workout. They stayed and did some push downs. I was out the door and very sore the next day, but it's good to be back. It's going to take me a week or 2 to get back to full strength, but God damn it, I'm done with that shit. Hope I have antibodies or something now where I can't get it again.
It'll help, but I think it's still possible.
Is it? Fuck. That shit will go away. Okay, go to the chat box
right
here.
Away, but need a drink first. Cup, I got you. Yep.
Chat box lady, go.
All right, got Paul Offer in here first. Hey guys, how's it going? Going good, Paul. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
All going good.
Saw some good lifts tonight from Paul. Evan Monster 1, hey, hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. We did. We had a very pleasant Christmas. Let me scoot a little closer. It's a very nice day. Hope you did too. Brian Thompson, Benchmonster doing it solo.
Yeah.
Just starting it solo. I'm here. I'm here. Not anymore. Yep. Nope, not anymore. Hopefully you'll never have to do a whole episode without me. I just work.
The first 5-10 minutes, maybe.
My practice technically goes till 7. I usually can get out of there a little early, but today was a little harder because we were missing a coach. So.
Oh, Drew Howard talks about his training here. Please read that.
Okay. Drew Howard. Oh, Ross Strength Society retracted it. Or it got.
I don't know what happened. They
I saw it. It shouldn't have been. There was nothing wrong with it.
What was it?
He was saying that he had met the guy that did the 600s or the 6-plate squat.
Oh, you did?
That's what it had. I
don't know who he is. That guy's strong.
We met him
shit.
at a convention.
Drew Howard.
Drew Howard. Max effort day. Work up to usually a 1 rep max, occasionally a double or a triple. I have been rotating monster minis, close grip incline, slingshot bench, and floor press.
Okay, close grip.
I
okay.
try to do full range movements on max effort, and after I will sometimes do a back down set with a medium weight, usually about 80 to 85% of my max that day. I do lots of close incline and decline after.
Oh, close, like close. Oh,
Close
well, Drew, that's going to be one of the things that we're going to do tomorrow. Some close grip decline. Haven't done that yet.
We've got It's Jade. Hi, Coach Ashely. Hey, Jade. How's it going? It's good to see you at practice tonight. You were working hard and doing awesome as usual. She's getting up to, what'd she say? She's got a lot of followers now. She's been growing and doing awesome things on her YouTube channel. So
Good.
have to check her out if you get a chance. Awesome little girl. Thanks for joining us, Jade. It's good to see you. Little rock star. Drew Howard, close grip easy bar presses help me too. Increase the weight as needed. I do tons of band push downs, 500 to 600 reps a week.
Whoa.
You can do hammer curls with mini bands and superset with push downs, 3 sets of 100 each. Wow,
Oh, okay.
that'll be a burner.
Hmm.
Drew Howard, dynamic day. I do speed bench, 9 sets of 3, usually 50 to 60% with minis, 3 weeks, monsters, 3 weeks. Then both monster and minis 2 to 3 weeks. Sit sets of 6, starting around 65 to 70% for a couple weeks if I need more muscle.
Oh my God. They gotta write this stuff down after
Oh
the
yeah,
show.
he's got more. For shoulders, I do 45-pound
Plate
plate
raise?
front raises,
Yep.
5 sets of 25 to 30.
What?
Seated and standing overhead press, 5. Seated and standing overhead press, 5 sets of 8 to 12. Then side and rear delts with 25 plates, 5 sets of 25 to 30.
A lot of high volume. Okay.
Also, after dynamic bench, I will hit a wide and close grip straight weight set each 15 to 20 reps. Overload work with the slingshot or any single ply band shirt helps me too. Those extensions you guys do on the Smith machine incline are great builders too. Those really help my raw bench.
Well, thank you, Drew, for pointing all those things out. I'm going to steal those from you a little bit, so you'll see it on the show. Close grip decline and the percentiles of a down set too. We haven't been doing down sets, and that's something that we incorporate in the crew. I used to do it, but it's usually go, heavy, and then try to get to the next exercise. Try to get, we want to be in the gym for so many hours. Like speed bench is 1 hour and 10. We get it. That's a fast workout. Max effort starts at 4:30 and gets done at 7. Louis always said about those serum testosterone levels for natural people, after 1 hour and 20, they plummet. So, but we're all TRT old people, so we can train as long as we want, I guess. Who knows? I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get stronger, but a raw bench sucks. And I know Drew, with this information here, is going to help me. Those are things I can do that I'm not doing. And it's good to get feedback from other people on how they train, because I'm always looking for something that I can honestly take from somebody that we're not doing, that you are doing, that can benefit us. I used to guinea pig all the time, come to the gym and throw in this and throw in that. And if it worked, I kept it. And if it made my guys go backwards, and I pulled it out. So these are things that we can incorporate, and it won't tax them, I don't think. I appreciate that, Drew. Thank you for typing all that, man.
Tries to learn from everybody, never thinks that they've got it all figured out, always learning, always adapting and evolving.
Well, everybody has special strengths and special weaknesses, and we gotta attack those weak points on people. And I know triceps are just one of those things that you gotta work to get your bench press up. No doubt. So, well, is that the only chat box questions we have this evening? Everybody's getting ready for New Year's. That's Saturday.
Saturday,
2023.
Sunday is New Year's Day.
Another year gone.
2023.
Anything you want to say about this year? Starting January 1st until now. Like if you put it in a bucket, what would it be?
It's been kind of a rough year. Some good things, some not so good things. A lot of growth, a lot of having to evolve as crap gets thrown at you, and
right. Gavin Vett, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, my year started off really rough. January 2nd, my mom passed.
Say we lost a couple really good people.
January was a real hard month for me. There was a time, I can't tell you that story. Okay. But no, this is personal stuff. February, we had Cody Plum break his arm in training. That freaked me out. Haunted the whole team for probably 5 months. Everybody was afraid to handle weight, and every time we took out weight, we thought about our forearms. Even I did, because when you see that happen, it flips a switch, man. It could be me, and we see it a lot of time in training. That's why I'm so close to the bar, because when Hines comes up, a lot of his lifts you can't see from the video angle, but it comes back like this on him, and if it goes this way, it either breaks the arm or drops on his face. So we got to be close as far as spotters, but
Yeah.
try to keep everybody safe. There's not a whole lot of people in our crew. We can't afford them to get hurt or injured or sick. We want to have a strong and healthy crew. And max effort night the other night, we had a pretty good turnout of people, and we're waiting for Forrest Jenkins to come back. He's going through some tough times, but we're supporting him, and he'll be back soon. He's a strong man, and we will see him on the Benchmonster TV episode soon. Saw him today, and gave him some words of wisdom, and he'll come back, and we'll see what he wants to do as far as training. Maybe raw, maybe shirted, but we'll get him back in the gym. So. And we'll do a team picture. We've been wanting to do a team picture for a while of all of us who train together. You don't see everybody, a lot of people over on B Bench that are on our crew that you don't see in the video. So I think if we do a team picture, it'll be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to
I
that.
want to be in it.
You'll be in it. All right, Craig Gordon.
Craig Gordon, I'm not sure if you have ever discussed it, but what are your feelings on weighted dips?
Weighted dips are awesome. We used to do them with my 5 foot, 20 pound chains around our neck. That one cat in Florida who benched 600 all the time did a lot of dips. God, what's his name? Firefighter. Anyway, yeah, well, we don't do a lot of them, to be honest with you, and we should, because we have a dip apparatus, and we just need to get on there and do them.
Yeah, I love them.
And yeah, they're phenomenal for building tricep strength. The thing is, though, is you don't want to lean too much forward. You actually want to kind of do it upright. If you lean forward, it's a lot of shoulder. So awesome things for creating big triceps done correctly.
Yeah, very good. And your pineapples?
Pineapples,
Dips on a bench.
dips on a bench,
Put weight on your
lap,
both
and
of
do.
those are really good.
Problem is with that is people cheat them because they don't go all the way down. It's more like a 4-inch kind of extension. So
Yeah, make sure you're getting that.
making sure you get that depth. Yeah.
90-degree angle in your elbow.
Gavin Vet.
But the same thing can happen on dips too. You can cheat those too.
It's true.
Yeah, just so make sure you're getting your 90-degree. That's enough. I
think we'll do those tomorrow too. Dips and close grip decline or something.
In high school, our coach put a ruler on there, and you had to touch your chin to that ruler. That's a little.
I haven't. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I did. Last time I did weighted dips was when my neck was fucked up, and I got up in the weighted dip, and the right side just would fall down. So now that my neck is fixed, let's get back on there and try those weighted dips. Gavin Vet.
Hi, Ryan. Just a suggestion for your raw bench. Spoto presses with a cambered bench bar really blow it up. It teaches a lot of tightness and control at the bottom.
I called those Kennelly presses. Spoto presses are with a straight bar, and then I used the Duffalo bar in 2015 or 16 videos on Benchmonster TV, and I would do 4 plates with that. And that's something we need to incorporate too. We got a Duffalo bar, we got the prototype bar, so why aren't we doing them? Gavin brings up another good idea. Mm-hmm. See, I get stuck in ruts sometimes in training, and when I have other things going on in my mind, I kind of fall into a little vicious circle, but getting this advice from you guys is as a way to expand our training and broaden our horizons on things that are going to make us stronger in the long run.
Things that you used to do and forgot about. And
yeah, I get lazy.
things.
I get lazy thinking.
It's easy to get kind of set in the same routine. But you're the one that says everything works, but nothing works forever. You got to shock the
I forgot that.
I know, you always told me that. Let's see.
Looks like Drew Howard.
No problem at all, sir. I learned most of what I know from Louis and George Halbert, reading their articles or watching old
Same here.
videos. I've done trial and error and learned what worked for me.
That's right.
Howard Weingarten, I sent a message. Is it not going through?
The only message we have from you, Howard, on here is that message.
Yep. This is the first one we have from
Yeah.
you, Howard. So maybe try sending it again. Maybe now it's working.
I don't know what's up with this chat thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really don't know.
Because I don't know why Ross
I have-
Societies got deleted.
I have
don't
no
think he
restrictions.
retracted it.
In YouTube Studio, you can go down there and push these little dots and restrictions and words that won't work. I do nothing. I leave it open. Freedom of speech here. May I need to go back and check it and make sure it didn't manually do something. But we're having a problem with people that posting and their messages aren't coming through. They probably don't like, YouTube probably doesn't like me a little bit. I took down my little white little sign back there to make them happy, but they don't like my
You
flags.
still got it on the flag.
Yeah,
So what's the
that's
difference?
why they don't like me. That's why
Might as well have left the light up because
Well,
it's the same thing.
I'll put up another flag. All right.
There's nothing wrong with this flag.
Gavin, Gavins.
Anyways, guys, Happy New Year's. I hope you start feeling better, Ryan, and I'm looking forward to another year of big benches. Good night.
Thank you, Gavin.
Good
I
night,
appreciate
Gavin.
that,
Thank
man.
you for the super chat. Appreciate
That's the
it.
plan. You know, I'm just holding on, you know, waiting for my neck cortisone shot thing to wear off in the gym. That's going to piss me off if that happens. I haven't had that problem yet. Everything's working. Lower back is still not in good shape. Well, one thing that concerns me with the neck is you know, I figured it out what caused that stenosis in that C6 and 4, 5, 6, whatever. It's all those years of bringing the weight down and pushing my head back in the bench, you know, driving that head back in, driving against those discs. And man, you know, eventually the body just, you know, falls apart, and parts of my body are falling apart, and I'm fighting, you know, but I've done a lot in my career. So I'm doing the best I can, and I want to make you guys happy when I go out and lift, and I won't do it if I'm not up to par of the bench monster status. Raw strength.
Raw Strength Society. 20 people hit 1,000 on bench. Wow, that's awesome. So it's around 5 lifters per every 5 years who will reach the 1,000-pound mark. I think that number will grow too.
Yeah.
With the advancement of these band shirts.
Yeah.
I think that'll grow. I think you'll start seeing more 1100s.
I agree.
I think that'll definitely grow.
The band shirt really changed the game.
It did.
But you know what? Going back, equipment always changed the game. You know, I did the 800 in the denim. And then months after that, Inzer came out with the Rage X, and then there was 40 people that could do 800. And then all of a sudden a person did 1,000, you know? But that was a whole different level in the normal bench shirts. You had to really know how to use those and get the most out of them. So
See, I like that better. I think
equipment
band
has
shirts are
evolved.
just- I don't know. The band shirts are just making it where you can just do too much. I mean, it's too much.
I'm just hope
weight.
people aren't getting hurt by, you know, using those shirts. Like,
That
hurt,
Mendy shirt, man. I know.
didn't work for some people.
Oh,
You gotta
I
do what
saw it
works
as
for
neat,
you.
Where that guy bought, like, missed his opener twice.
And then put on
put on a.
F8,
I thought it was a bench daddy.
bench daddy, and got
Or
the
no.
lift.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. He put on something totally different, added a bunch of weight, and got it no problem. I was like, whoa.
Sometimes the shirt's not made for you. You just got to find the thing that works for
Well,
you.
Mendelsohn talked him into using it the day.
I
of
was
the
there. I
meet.
heard it. I was
Like, he didn't train in it at all. Like,
No,
wasn't a.
I heard everything.
I-
So that was a long day.
Yeah.
Drew Howard.
Drew Howard, my arms are 21 and a half right now at 260 pounds. I believe that having huge arms is key to a big raw bench. Absolutely. Big upper back and healthy shoulders. I made myself tricep dominant, but I still work my pecs hard too.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I totally think big
Yeah, you
arms.
got to have
I
guns.
mean, the thicker your arms are, the
Forearms
more you're
too.
gonna-
Eventually, your forearms are gonna forearm bone is gonna increase in density, I believe, by holding the tremendous amount of weights you're doing. The body's adapting to it and makes your bones stronger. They say resistance training. Raw Strength Society.
MK677. Never heard of that. Interested in learning more about how that benefits the human body.
Well, I don't know, what is it, a SARM or something? It's an oral that you take before
I thought it was
bed.
a peptide.
It's a peptide. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Increases growth hormone output and ghrelin. It makes you hungry. I've taken it at night, but I wake up 5 times eating donuts and milk and chocolate chip cookies. So it interrupts my sleep pattern. Take it. It does make you groggy, a little bit tired. Took a lower milligram of that. It comes in 20 or 10 milligram. Took a 10 milligram in the morning one time, and my first 3 meals of the day were so easy to get down. So it's very common for people to take MK677 for a week and gain 20 pounds. A lot of it in water, but yeah, it blows you up, man. Increases your appetite, which I need to do.
Gavin Viet. One last thing, Ryan. Do you have a show with a hero that specifically motivated you to get strong?
You have a show with a hero.
Arnold?
Not so now. West Side Barbell.
Well, yeah.
You know, like I said, I trained my own way up until what was it? When I did 733 in the year 2000 June. And that next year I was invited to Bench Bash for Cash when I moved to Florida. And that's when I went there with all my special training that I've done for myself, what got me up. You know, I was 650 raw bencher, 700 in the shirt. And I went to that meet, and George Halbert and Rob Fusner and Kenny Patterson stole the show. And I saw those guys, the way they lifted and with the speed they lifted, and talked to Louie, and Louie changed my career forever and made me the bench monster in 2 3-hour phone calls on a Monday and Tuesday. Wrote it all down, bought the bands and chains, got the boards, did exactly what he told me to do, changing the percentages, changing the bar, writing everything down. Louie's the one that my hero that motivated me to get strong, because it wasn't short. I mean, I had 733 to my own, but when Louis told me this stuff, 4 months later, I've told this story before, but I talked to him in October of 2001. In 2002, March, I'd done Louis' training and went to the Arnold, did a 739. A month later, did a 764 at a Wabdell meet. A month and a half later, at a APA meet, did 785. 2 months later, in August, I did the 800. So this stuff worked.
Yeah, I would have guessed Louis, except he said a show, so I was thinking like,
We wanted to have Louis on the show at one time, but I was never.
I totally think we could have got him.
You think we could have?
100%. 100%.
I'm a little intimidated by Louis, man. I mean,
you're
he's
intimidated by
a
a lot of
god.
people. We should have already had Ed Cohn on the show.
He's a god.
I know he is, but we could have him on the show, and how cool would that be?
It's cool, but they're gods to me, and I'm intimidated, and
I am too, but but it would be cool. Like you can't just not do something.
Well, I'd
it's
stutter,
scary.
and yeah, Ed Cohn's awesome.
We could do it, dude. Our other, I mean, we did.
I know. Don't talk about
Dave Hoff was really cool. You know, Dave Hoff was pretty huge, and
CJ's popping in here. What's he
we
saying?
did okay. Let's see.
CJ, we're gone.
Hey guys, popping in late. Hope everyone is doing well.
Doing good.
Good to see ya. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Just happy to see you in here. Hope you're doing well. Had a good Christmas and everything. I'm gonna have a good New Year. Raw Strength Society. I'm very blessed to have met some big benchers in my era, including yourself. Oh,
Thank you.
that's nice. That's nice, Jason. Howard Weingarten. Okay, cool. Just saw a video with Louis saying to do 2 max effort exercises on one day, like max bench exercise and an incline workup to 1 rep max. And on the second one, do a down set.
Interesting.
Also glad you feel better, and I know what the COVID is like. I just got over it and just got back into my shirt. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, that COVID's still going around, man. I just, people think they have a cold and shit, and it's not a cold. It's the fucking real deal, man. And
I know he wasn't getting better, and I kind of jokingly said, I bet you have COVID.
right here, we took the test.
I happened to have a test laying around, and so I was like, why don't you want to take a test just to rule it out?
I did the nasal thing and then swirled
and
it.
I kind of regretted it because I'm like, oh shit, now that we know you have COVID, you can't just like go places and say you have a little cold. Like
I was
now that
home.
you have COVID, you have to self-isolate. Like
I was down here.
we're not like
bored as shit.
super fearful and like really into that, like, oh my God, COVID's the worst thing and we're going to die. But like, we are respectful that we're not going to, if we know we have it, we're not going to go out and give it to other people because a lot of people are afraid of it.
I gotta get blood work done before I do anything else. Because the only reason I say that, and I know that it's, if you have like kidney issues already, then it could increase the problem. My kidneys are okay. They're not great, but I got to watch what's going on the inside, and that fucking virus does damage. I know Mendelsohn told me at his show that when he had COVID, it brought his kidneys down to 20%. So that stuck with me. And I talked to people about that in the medical field, and it's basically if you already have an issue, well, a lot of years of hardcore lifting, I want to make sure my kidneys are going to be good to go, and liver and all that. So you got to make sure you're healthy on the inside too, even though you look good on the outside, especially when you get older. Raw Strength.
Raw Strength Society. Thank you, Ryan, for your input on the MK677.
Yeah, it increases growth hormone output too, is what it does. IGF in particular, because just the bloat you get from it. I remember the first time I took it, I bought it from, I'm not promoting the site. I don't order from them anymore because I got a bad batch of MK the second time, like 2 years later. But the first, Blue Sky Peptides, I believe, carried it. And somebody had bought it and said, you need to try this. And I said, what is this? Just take it before bed. And I put on 20 pounds in 5 days. That's when I was eating all the time, but it made me eat more. Like you eat a full meal, an hour later, hungry again. So you can really put some food away, which I need to do. 314 right now. I usually walk around at 26 or 25. That's about as big as I need to be. I was up to 338 for a while there, and that's just too big for my age. It's not too healthy to get in your 40s and be over 300 pounds, people.
Nope, I've tried to tell you that.
And my goal for next year, honestly, is to get under 300. The days of, my body just is like a dry sponge. It wants to go to 350. I eat less than they do in jail, and I still walk around at 315 pounds, 325. So it's a fight to keep my weight down. It's hard.
He doesn't really eat that much.
It just requires the right diet routine, and then I can get the weight down to like 295. I got to get under 300, people. That's going to be 2023, and doesn't benefit me as a great bench presser being 6'3" and being skinny torso here. You know, I got 365 pounds because I wanted that stomach way up here, so I didn't have to bring the bar that far down. I got a long bench travel, people.
Me too.
And if I go down in weight, my bench goes way down in weight. It goes down in strength. It's more bar travel. And I'm not crying on your shoulder. I'm not venting. It's just common sense, you know. It's an issue. So, but I'll be old in March next year. So I want to be around for a while too, people. So I'm not going to do anything crazy like I did in my 20s, 30s. Got to play cautious when you get older, people.
Yeah, especially when you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
Close to 50 and in your 50s, like,
yeah.
You gotta be
cholesterol, blood work, bloodletting, TRT raises red blood cell count over time. You need to bloodlet 3 times a year. You should do that. I do it myself with a 16 gauge needle. You don't like to watch it, but I got a bottle of blood over there. I don't know why I keep the blood.
I don't know.
Like a vampire.
We have several bottles of blood.
Gatorade bottles full of blood.
Grosses me out a little bit, but not that bad. Not bad enough to do anything with it. So.
No.
It's just a little weird.
Howard Weingarten.
It's a good thing it doesn't look like any of the flavors.
Strawberry.
How long do you stay? Nah, it's too dark for strawberry even. How long do you stay on MK677?
Well, I used to sell it at that medical company online, and they recommend 6 months, long term. To be honest, that's what they told me to say on telephone calls with people that were purchasing it. To be honest, I myself, I can't take it more than a week because I put on so much weight. So, but if you take a lower dose, you know, and increases your natural growth hormone output, taken at night. That's when you're supposed to take it at nighttime. That's the beneficial point of it, is releasing your natural growth hormone like peptides do, like Somorelin and GHRP6 and GHRP2, Hexaglor, all those peptides. So
he's also wondering if it's an oral or an intramuscular.
It's
injection.
an oral. Comes in a capsule, or I've seen liquid before. The liquid tastes like rat piss, and you want to get it like swallow it there's pills now though. So pills, you just swallow the pill. It's real bitter.
Even the pill's bitter.
It tastes like poison.
It's got to be better.
It's real bitter, but you just want to swallow it down, and it works phenomenal. Advice would be for 10 milligrams to try that at nighttime for a week, and you'll see the increase in body weight and appetite. It works really well. I don't know. I would not be on it for 6 months to get the maximum benefit of the growth hormone output, and then taking a month off. Just like with peptides, you take peptides for 6-7 months, then you get off for a month, completely cold, and you go back on to peptides again. And so peptides are something that I play with too, because, you know, at my age, you know, my growth hormone output isn't that of a 21-year-old. But taking the Somorelin, it really helps release the natural growth hormone.
Yeah, let's see, Howard Weingarten. Yeah, take a look at Westside Barbell on YouTube, and it's the newest one. Louie is on it answering questions, and it's really cool. It's really fun to see.
Thank you, Howard. I will check that out.
It's good to see Louie on there.
Miss Louie.
I definitely miss him, I know. It's another big loss.
That happened this year too.
Yeah. And Jason Payne happened this year.
But a good friend of mine.
My grandma happened this year.
Yeah, a lot of people died that we know.
A lot of good people. I know we probably
rough
don't
year.
know everybody, but yeah, it's been a rough year.
CJ.
Those are just like the closest to us, but I know there's been a lot more than that.
Constant KK.
Yeah, CJ Moore. Konstantin Konstanovas talked about bloodletting in an interview with Kirill Sarachev. Did you say he passed?
I think so. KK, yeah, I think he passed. Somebody told me that. I don't know.
Do you guys know that?
But yeah.
Is that true?
I know a guy that's just lifts weights and is on TRT, and he bloodlets every month. So I'm due. What do I do it? I do it on Mother's Day. I do it 3 times a year.
He's dead.
Huh?
You're right.
Yeah.
So CJ said, and he's always right.
I can tell when I'm due because on speed bench, I get really winded. That's when you have that thick blood, and you're huffing, you're in shape, but you just got that thick honey-like blood, and you got to get those red blood cells out. Bad for the heart to pump thick blood like that. I wish I would have known that back in my 20s, because I know I should have bloodlet back then, boy.
Once I bench as much as I possibly can in the 275, I really want to go above 300 pounds and make a run at a 700 plus bench. Next time I max, I believe I will be around 610 to 615, going by the progress I've made.
Yeah, that was one thing I was going to say to you, Drew, about getting up to 600. I mean, you start putting on body weight, and You look like you're about a 5'10" tall person. Great bencher. Get thick chested, thick abdomens, and blast up weight. Move up on body weight. You'll see. I put on 10 pounds. My bench goes up 30. So go down 10 pounds and it goes down. That's why I don't like to lose weight. It's hard.
10 pounds, and I can tell by the way bench feels about exactly how much I weigh without even weighing. It's crazy.
Let's get an artificial fat stomach, like that I can just, yeah.
I know.
Raw strength.
Think how look how flat mine is. My arms are like about as long as yours.
Where can it be purchased at? That's a good question. There's many peptide sites out there. Quite a few. You'll see if you Google it. You'll see like USA Peptides. You'll see Blue Sky. It's hard to say who has the best. I have not looked around. I personally have my own pills that I have, but I don't. You can purchase it on peptide sites. I know there's a ton of them. You just got to read reviews, go to forums, and it's hit and miss though. It's expensive. It's like $90 or $100 for a bottle of it, liquid, and you don't know how it's dosed by these people making it in their garage probably, but yeah, you got to know exactly the quality of product that you're getting, and I can't guarantee any peptide site. I do ask once in a while, like, hey, where are you getting your Samorelin? Where are you getting your MK? Oh, USA Peptides. It's this place. So just there's peptide sites all over out there. You just got to find one, and kind of a gray area thing. They try to make them illegal a few years back, but
they're legal, right?
They're for not for human consumption. They put that on the bottle. They can sell it. Yeah, and it works.
I thought they were.
They were peptide. Are peptides illegal, people? I don't know. Orrin Hatch was really on it a year or two ago.
You told me they were legal.
I think everybody's using them.
You said if I went up to I asked if I went up to the cops in our gym and told them about it.
Yeah. Well, anything that if it takes a needle to put it in your body, and then that's another gray line. But this is an oral product, and we sold it openly on that medical site. And I'd throw that medical site out there to you, Raw Strength. But when I worked there, they wanted $265 for 30 capsules. Very expensive. I would never have anyone buy from them. I won't even tell you the site, but it was legit pharma grade from pharmaceutical company in Florida that makes it. And I personally have never bought it through them, but it was a legit product. If you're really interested, I can throw you the website, maybe in an email or something. They're local here. They actually, the people that own the gym I train at own that online medical market, and they sell it on there. It's spendy, but I would recommend going through them. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but you'll be very happy. Drew Howard.
How much did you weigh when your raw bench was at its strongest?
350, right? 353. That was the day that I did 1074 bench, and I wanted to warm up on the Forza on stage instead of the shitty gym benches. And I was rushed by Scott Taylor, the APA president. He was like, Kennelly, hurry up, you got to warm up. And I said, well, shit, man, I got to go up all the way up to, I went up to 900 or 1,000 I would go up to in warm-ups. So I rushed it, and that was the day where I had 735 on the bar, and I usually put on my shirt, and I was in a hurry, and Paul just handed it out to me, and I took it down to a 2-board and put it up like 135, and I stood up, and I go, Paul, I got the raw record today.
You should have done.
I fucking should have done it that day.
You should have done both.
Well, one would have been better than the other, but that was the day that my raw bench was at 700, easy.
To fucking hit both records.
Fucking easy. Would have been strongest I ever was that day. But unfortunately, I decided to use the shirt, and I knew I was getting you got to understand too, I was getting those shirts free from Inzer at $300, $400 a piece, ordering 4 of them a week.
Yeah, it's true. You couldn't jeopardize.
Train on Sunday, max effort bench, call up Inzer that night, say I need 7-inch panel, 7.5, 8, and a 9 width chest pal on a triple phenom super duper. They would be at my door on Friday, and I would take them in for the next workout. They were 1U shirts, and that's the way my life was. If I would have done that raw bench, it would have put a wrench in the wheel on getting shirts, and he would have been
done only one. He would have done your opener raw, hit the raw.
He would have no. He doesn't like that word raw. He would have pulled me for a while, and at that time I was on such a roll, hitting thousands everywhere across the earth. Yeah. I didn't really want to jeopardize that, but that was the day.
Yeah, if you really think he would have pulled you, even if it was just one lift, even if you just hit the opener.
I did things to him, as my sponsor that he didn't like, and I knew that would have pissed him off. So, and I wanted to keep getting those shirts. I didn't want to buy 4 of them a week.
So cool.
$1,500 a week in shirts. No.
Did Mendelsohn have the record?
Mendelsohn, I believe,
already?
maybe had it at 710 or something, 715,
Oh,
or
was
maybe he did. This was 2004, so you have to go back.
I don't think he had it then.
I think it was 700 then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
705, full range.
God, I just know I was stronger than ever that day.
That's so cool.
735 felt like 225 in my hands, just off two board.
Because you're so used to 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's with the shirt, so when it comes down, it's a little different.
Everything was kicking.
Yeah.
Howard.
What peptides do you recommend for joint health?
I don't know. The long-term use of peptides increasing your natural growth hormone output and IGF-1 should help with that. It's not going to happen overnight. I did hear a lot of stories from when I worked at this medical place of people that were on it for 8 months and the things that were happening to them after 4 months. It was like the benefits of peptides come after 4 months. You can't just take Somorelin, GHRP2, RP6, that trimix combo there, and a month and then expect this to happen. You have to take it for a long period of time. And I believe that in that long-term effect, you'll have some joint benefit from that. I mean, that's what growth hormone does. I mean, it's a healing property. It's an anti-aging hormone. And just got to remember when you get older, after 33, that growth hormone output really drops every year. So does your testosterone. So do things to get you within a fair testosterone range and a good growth hormone output. Otherwise, Father Time takes over, we get old and die. That's how life's supposed to work. But we're learning how to fight it with longevity and peptides and stuff. But they can't bring them to the market because they can't patent. Well, they've, well, not patent, but Somorelin actually is approved by the FDA. A lot of them are not approved by the FDA. So Somorelin is one that we sold. We also sold Ipamorelin, which wasn't approved. So we were riding a fine line with that business. Nothing ever happened. But certain states like California, we couldn't ship them peptides. They couldn't ship them there. We couldn't ship them to Wyoming, or it was weird. It would change every day. Like you couldn't send syringes to California. You couldn't, all they could have was oral. It was weird.
That's tough to keep up on.
Yeah.
And a big deal to keep up on. Otherwise, you could be screwing your business. Let's see. Raw Strength Society. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, please email me more details regarding that product. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll send you the website. Actually, I'll go on there. I still get updates from them, and I know they have the MK677. I just don't. I think they have a 10 meg and a 20 meg. But I'm sorry about the price. I wish there was something I could do, but everything they have is like just overpriced, and they're making cash hand over fist over there. But I'll say this one thing though: the peptides, everything came from legit pharmacies. Pharmaceutical compounding places. I wish I knew that. I knew the name in Florida, and we had another one in Wells Pharmacy somewhere. We had 2 pharmacies that actually produced it. So you're getting legitimate stuff. You're not taking a gamble like going to Blue Sky and people making it in their garage. So
it's like legit.
It's legit. I mean, you get what you pay for, but it's hit and miss on peptide sites. And I hate to see a hit and miss, send 100 here, get it. It's half dosed what it is, or it's not even what it is. And that happens, man. It's a scam out there. People trying to make money, but this company's legit though. And I will email you the link to the MK, and you can go on there and search everything they have. And they're local here, and they'll set you up.
Some other products you might want.
And you'll be very happy. Just don't take the 20 milligram. I'm telling you. I think they have a 10, and start with a 10. Take it at night. It helps you sleep too. It's phenomenal. Why I took it in the morning is, like I said, I kept getting up 5 times a night and eating. I was getting no sleep. So take it during the day, and it's like breakfast gone. Hour later, let's eat again. Hour later, 3 meals down. Boom. Get up 7,000 calories down by noon. And I'm going to take one tonight because I am down in weight. And we need to go to the store and get some nighttime Munchables. There's no donuts. There's no cookies.
You ate my donuts.
I ate your donuts, yeah.
I got like a half of one.
I love those glazed donuts at midnight.
I do too.
Yeah.
TW, thoughts about DMAA?
I believe DMAA is a illegal product. It's a I think in an amphetamine class. We had it in our hypomanic pre-workout back when I was making pre-workout with a crew here, and they put that DMMA. I think that's what we're talking about. It gets you totally amped. You can't put it in products anymore. It's banned, but you can still order it online and put it in your own, make your own pre-workout, because it's literally like speed or meth. It's a derivative of a derivative of a derivative type of thing. If that's what it is, DMMA. I think. I don't know. Trying to help.
Now knowing more about the guy that was making it, I'm guessing that pre-workout wasn't super legal.
No.
Or like had banned.
But did it work? Hey, I took a scoop of that hypomanic and I got out of the creek, and I had an ankle monitor on me, and I could go to the gym for an hour, and I haven't worked out for 8 months. And I took a scoop of the hypomanic with the DMMA in it, and I did 315 on the incline for 10 reps. Like, it never could have done it normal. That pre-workout was the best stuff on the market when they had it, because they had the
Benchmonster berry.
Yep, because they had that speed in there. That shit, you can lift. Howard.
Yeah, no, that was good stuff. I was kind of bummed when let's see. Yes, I'm 57 and 58 in 2 months and on TRT, so I'm always looking for help in the joints, and I'm in a bad state to get anything California.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Well, there's ways around, and there's a will, there's a way. There's a way to get things to California without them knowing. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Is weed legal there?
Weed legal? I'm sure it's
only medical, right?
I don't know. California, we were there.
I think it's only medical.
I have to look at that. I'm not sure if there's any joint peptide. I don't know. Not too sure. I know there's a really cool peptide that is it's growth hormone, 191 analog growth hormone. But what's beneficial about it is they've taken off the tail end of the growth hormone molecule, so it doesn't affect your insulin. And it's called what is it called? I got boxes of it up there, because I've taken growth hormone before, and my pancreas just wants to blast out insulin, and then they say, "Oh, well, just take insulin." No, I've diabetes runs in my family, and I haven't got it yet, and insulin is not the ticket. But this new peptide that's just like growth hormone, but has the part of it cut off that doesn't affect your insulin. So, because you start getting pancreas starts spitting out insulin is not good. But I will look at the peptides and see if there's a joint protective one out there, because they're coming out with new stuff every day. I think it's China that's doing it. But yeah, taking care. What do we got over there? Bring that bottle over here. Ammo Pack Flex. Dimitro sent me this.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, this is a joint protected here. Called, it's Animal. Something, you see it? Called Flex. Joint repair. Support.
Specifically for
yeah.
This is pre-workout.
Comes in these little baggies, a lot of pills. But this is a good product here. I didn't have to buy it, thank God. Thank you, Dimitro. So we got the Animal Pack and the Flex, the joint. Yeah, joint protect. Yeah, Dimitro is like he's above the Benchmonster on the Benchmonster crew. He's like the god of our team.
Yes.
Yeah, he's done so much for our crew. I wish I could go over.
So generous, I can't
help.
Even,
Just
nicest, I'm like not sure
generous person in the world. But yeah,
got to do something special for him.
Weed is legal in California.
Oh, medical and for recreational use. Oh.
Isn't that funny? If you just think back to, like, I don't know how old everybody is here, but think back like to 1989. Okay, and how many of us would love to watch Cops in 1989? And the wife beater shirt, and they pull out a little joint and they chase him down the road like he's a terrorist. Look at us now.
Well, there's probably more going on than just
every time they pulled out a little joint, it was like tackle him, cuff him, beat him with the baton, all that bullshit. That was fun. I remember watching that.
It was very illegal.
Any little bit of weed was like, you're a criminal. Look at this now.
Oh yeah, when I was in high school, I got arrested for having it wasn't even, they couldn't even like list it as marijuana. They listed it as marijuana vegetable like marijuana, great like.
Well,
like
they're trying to get you,
because it was just I had gotten some and my guy didn't have a bag to put it in, so I just put it in my wallet. Like I put it in my wallet, and
you got in trouble.
Used all of it, but there was still some
residue.
Yeah, I didn't know I had. That's why I let them search me, because I didn't think I had anything on me. I didn't know I had.
Now
shake that I get
places
arrested
like
for, but he arrested both of
Oregon,
us.
and I talked to Jacob, who's a Pasco police officer, and now that this new rule in society, Oregon, it's more in Oregon. I'm not sure about here, but you can get caught with personal use of coke, meth, heroin, and they just write you a misdemeanor ticket, like $100, and it's weird. It's like it's like sooner or later they're just gonna just make all drugs illegal. I don't know what they're doing, but
That is crazy.
but that's true.
I wonder if like their crime's gone up or like what their stats are. If their stats have changed.
Well,
Those laws went into
this is a prison population country here. I mean, we have more people in prison for drug charges than anywhere in the world. So
And I wonder how many people are still in jail for marijuana now.
Well,
now that's illegal.
a lot of them were released. I don't know, but
Yeah. It's crazy.
weird
it is
times.
weird.
What's
'Cause,
next
it
year
was
going to
super
bring? Who
illegal
knows?
when I was
As we
growing
sit
up.
here now, and next year in
Now you can go to a
2023
store and buy it.
will be a
and
weird
there's-
year.
It's just crazy to me.
I think Jesus is going to return next year. That's just me. I read the Bible, so.
But
Talks about the blossoming of the fig tree. That's Israel becoming a nation. May 48. Lifespan of a generation shall see the return of the Christ. Lifespan of a generation is 75 years. 75 and 48 is 2023. So I think something great's going to happen next year.
I hope so. I hope it's a better year than this
Yeah,
year.
better year than this year,
This
man.
year was a little rough,
This
yeah.
one was rough.
We had some big losses.
Anybody got any New Year's resolutions that they want to do next year? What's their plan? I know we're dragging the show out too long, but just curious. Mine's to drop under 300, still try to bench something, try to be strong, try to be healthy, and continue to coach, drive more people into our training facility, and maybe buy the gym next year since it's going to be for sale. The Kennelly complex, and I need a place to train, so might buy a gym. Might go in with a partner. I don't know. We'll see. It's talk going around. These owners don't want to have this gym anymore. Their heart's not in it. They're not lifters anyway, but it was just a tax haven for them. I got a lot of equipment in this gym, and tomorrow we're unloading almost 1,000-pound plates. Yeah, Heinz is coming over. We're going to load his truck, my truck, so we're going to have all those new kilo plates, pound plates, but they're kilo
They look
numbered.
like kilos.
Yeah,
I thought they were
55-pound
kilos.
plates, a lot of them. So we'll have a lot more weight to put on the bar. So
It's gonna make the math harder, but
we're going to get a chart.
Yeah.
I know seven reds is 715. Then it goes 823, 950, 10 something. So we'll have to figure that out. But looking forward to that.
that'd be cool. Get those in there.
I got a lot of equipment at that gym, so
You
I should be an owner. Anyway, hey, wish everybody a happy new year. Don't do anything crazy out there, like get a
Stay
DUI and shit
Yep,
like
get a
that.
designated driver or Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever your transportation of choices. If you've had too much to drink, don't
Back
drive
in the
home.
50s, when our parents were drunk and would get pulled over, they would just let them walk home. Now you get a $5,000 ticket, and you got to go to alcohol school and whatever else, and
it's
then
a
you breathalyzer.
big
Then
deal
they
now.
suck you into fucking money. It's like this. That's after your money, and they get it. So be careful out there. Don't be driving around
No, it's a big
drinking
deal.
your Crown Royal like me. You be sitting home and don't get behind the wheel.
Nope, it is a very big deal these days. So they will hit you hard.
Howard, and then we'll shut it down.
Let's see. Going to try to find that. I want to hit the bench number I dropped at Mendy's and do it at Mendy's.
You'll do it.
Nice. Yep. Totally.
Just got to groove that shirt, get it dialed. Know
get
where to bring that the weight with the right sleeve position, and it'll go up.
Got it.
That and
You
more,
got it,
Howard.
no problem.
Yeah.
Yep. That's just a starter point.
I don't know if I can go to a
Sky's the
Mindy meet
limit.
again though. Man, with him on the microphone was too much.
It was one of the most unorganized
Longest meets of the
I've
day
ever
for like
had.
12 people in the meet.
I mean, I had fun, and I would probably do it again just because it was like a fun
Yeah.
powerlifting party at like the,
God
the
damn,
ultimate Scott
he was
Mendelsohn's
rapping on
gym.
it. It just hurt too
but
much of his voice.
It was a long day. It was
Killing
super
me.
unorganized. There were so many misloads, and our team, like Mary, was catching so many because she finally, like, it got so bad. She got her app out and just started double checking everything, and she caught probably like 15
Misloads.
misloads
That's all
before.
right.
Mine wasn't. My opener was a misload. I mean, it was just
too.
very.
It was bad.
I was really, because I was thinking about doing full power that meet, and I'm so glad I didn't. As I was watching the way the squat warm up was working, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't.
And you benched in a band shirt, a single ply.
I did.
Did pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
275?
Yeah.
Or 285 misload?
I think it was 275.
That was supposed to be your second attempt, but you
Mhm.
opened with it.
Yeah,
Jesus,
I'm gonna
lady.
Open it with it.
You did
I was supposed
315
to
in it.
open with 250.
You did 315 in it the first time, the thing that stretched out, of course.
I had done 300 several times
Yep.
in it, but I think it
stretches.
That's what I really wanted to do there, but it
Band shirt
was not
stretch
gonna
too.
happen.
Chest panels will get wider. Those bands in there will loosen up a little bit. So
Plus, I think I can't remember where I was at when I was training, but I cut it. Well, I made sure I weighed in at 132, and sometimes I have to cut to do that. I can't remember where.
we
I was
wanted you
at.
at 139, and you did an IV there.
Yeah, I did do an IV. Yeah, so I should have been up to the right weight by then.
Okay. Hey, we'll let everybody go. Have a happy new year. We'll see you next year,
Happy New Year.
2023.
See you next year.
First show of the year. Let's make it a good one.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas and have a very Happy New Year. And we'll see you next year. We'll look
Happy
forward
New
to
Year,
it.
everybody.
Bye, guys.